Okay, should be on. Gonna boom. All right, let me just pop up in my phone. I can't. I don't know my second monitor. Mm. Okay, not to hear myself as well. Testing.
Yeah, not to hear myself as well. Testing.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not to hear myself as well. Testing.
Okay, let's not do that. All right.
Pretty good. Yeah, not to hear myself as well. Testing.
Okay. I can use my phone as my thingamabob. Side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can start. So, I am going to be doing 2D animation for my Flower Storm collaboration project with the Mimickers group. Currently, we are working on scene 51, if I'm not mistaken. Or scene 50. It's going to be scene 51 anyway, because I'm going to extend mine. But it's pretty difficult because I got to make this, and I'm not very good at making clouds yet. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to study it, really. So I'm going to post-process, compositing, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to rename this as test. I'm just going to render this. Okay. And then we're going to open up Clip Studio, because that's where I do all my 2D animations. There you go. Okay. I'm going to import this. No, I don't want audio. Yeah, all right. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to study how they actually do it, because obviously it's not something that comes naturally to me. I'm gonna turn this one off. Hopefully it doesn't lag as much. Oops. How do I, is there a way I can like, no, I just have to click on these buttons. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with just tracing it out. You always start with a trace. So start off with nothing. Right? Start off with nothing. And then we go next. Boom. Still nothing. Here's where we have something. All right. So I'm gonna add a new cell. I'm gonna trace this out. Not sure how I can make this good. I don't know how these guys have such good line art. These as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go next 2 frames. Okay, here's the thing. This is not necessarily... It's not an animation frame. It's actually just the camera zooming in. So I'm not gonna do this one. Skip that. We're gonna do this. Interesting. Okay, so I noticed something here. I'm gonna add another animation folder. Add a new cell here, and I'm gonna make this one red so I can do some review. So I notice here that the cloud kind of goes inwards in this position, and then it goes outwards here. Right? So that's something that's interesting. And this one goes inside as well. I'm not sure why. This one, another one. It's really obvious that it goes like this. So this is where it balloons, and it kind of pinches in this area. This one kind of stays constant. Okay. And then keep on going. Next frame. Boom. Now you can see it goes here. Balloons here, balloons here. And then this starts ballooning out as well. But it's still kind of, we can see there's a force here because it's not, going at the same rate as these guys. Over here, so we'll see, as compared to this one. Okay, now this balloons out. This also balloons out, and we can see the remnants of this pinch point here, right? Because over here it got pinched to the side. We can see that here because the clouds are overlapping each other and there's shadows being created here. Okay, there's also one here, but I think this is just for extra shape. And I don't even know how to do the back part. The back part is even more crazy. Again here, and then this front part kind of just appears out of nowhere. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that. It is very confusing. This one kind of just, I'm assuming the only way I can make sense of this is it comes from outside. So it comes from like behind the camera and then goes in front of the camera. Because that's kind of where all the clouds are going. We can kind of see this general pattern of going to the center of the screen, right? So that's probably how we should look at the clouds. While going to the center of the screen. And then we move a little bit from the camera. Okay, and then here's kind of just like this is just a frame where they're kind of just continuing a little bit of the motion. There isn't a lot of motion happening here. It's mostly just a follow through, I guess. And then next, and then ooh, instant 1 frame change. Okay, so it's a 1 frame right here. Oops. What the? Okay, stop skipping frames, please. Boom, boom. Okay, and then again, this is mostly just it following through, and we can almost see the way it's going, like the turbulent pattern that they're using. We can kind of get it from the lines as well. It's very nice. 1, 2, and then here we have a slight nudge. If you notice, there's a slight nudge on the left side because everything got translated to the left side, and also we're curling here. We can see some of these shapes curling, which is nice. Yeah, and then 1, 2, zoom in. That's fine. 1, 2. Oh, that's it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. Still does not make any sense to me, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, we'll use this as a guideline. So we're gonna stop tracing it, and we're gonna use the kind of things here as a guideline for how to actually do this. So let's actually simplify this, because I don't want to just trace because I won't learn anything. Let us increase the brush strength. Let's remove all of this. Okay, or not remove it. Yeah, actually, remove it. Okay, so I'll use this as the beginning point, and we're gonna use very basic shapes. I can use pen. There we go. I should kind of want to be a little bit bigger. 20. Right. So we're just gonna do really basic shapes for now. Okay. Circle. Circle, and then another circle here. All right, so these are the basic shapes. Now we can remove this. And then we use the guidelines. So, pinch. Oops. Oh, did I accidentally draw it on top of this? Oopsie. Sorry about that. Try that again. Um, there we go. And then now we're going to disable this. Okay, now we can use this. Okay. Now, we know there's a pinch point here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on this segment and we're just gonna increase it. Like this. And then this segment also gonna get increased. Let's do it. Actually, how do we do this? Let's do this. Let me do this. Okay, let's try that. And then we'll add shadows somehow, like here. I'll do another shadow pass actually. Let's do add another animation frame here. We're gonna use blue for a shadow pass. Okay, so we have this will be the shadows. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it out anyway. Right. Go in here. Okay, I don't like drawing high definition, but it's just better that way if I do. Okay. Right. There's the shadows for those, and then if we compare it to this, right? There's also shadows here in the back side, but we're not gonna do that yet because that's just a whole different thing. Because we're only focused on the full foreground cloud at the moment. So let's move this again here. See the next one, it balloons even further. So let's go and do that. Add a new timeline right here. So this goes here. So I'm gonna start from here. Do this, right? And then I'll just erase it. I'll erase that later. Next one here. We're gonna start from here. Oops, wrong one. Okay, and then this kind of goes here, and I'll just add another one, another level of that. Okay, and I'm gonna remove this, right? So that's see that. Add another shadow pass, and then let's do the next shadows. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Moved you one back because you're the wrong frame. Yeah, no, that doesn't work really. Maybe it'll look better once I actually colored it. So for now, I'll allow it. Okay. I don't know. This does not look really good, but I have faith in myself that it will eventually look good if I keep on trying. Ooh, here's an idea. Instead of doing that, we're gonna do this. We can do the secondary layer as well. Okay. Let's just play it just to see what it looks like. Okay. Well, at least the movement is okay. Okay. And I have to make sure that right here, because right here it's gonna curl inwards, right? So I have to make sure I actually put that in. So new, let's put a new cell here. And so this, we're just gonna rotate this like this. So it's gonna go like this, right? And then this still moves forward a little bit. This goes up. This goes up too. Okay. And then we're gonna add the shadows like this. Because we can use the shadows as a sort of motion blur. So now they know that it moves in this direction. Right? I think this is a decent way to do it. Try it out. Let's turn off onions. Kidding. I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay, I guess. Like, that's so laggy. That's unforgivably laggy. I think the one I already made was fine. It's just so difficult. I might as well just trace the one I made in Blender. Because it's not bad, the one I made in Blender. Yeah. Start from scratch, guys. Delete layers. Actually, I needed those. Those are okay. These are the ones I want to delete. Boom, delete. Delete. Right, we'll just use this as a guideline. Because these are pretty good. And also, I'm also going to use the exact same color, actually. Might as well. Boom. And then I'll lower the opacity of this. There we go, so we can actually see what we're drawing. Because right now the issue with doing this Blender is that, you know, there's a lot of these jagged edges because of the way Blender does its things, right? If I can eliminate that, I would have just done this in Blender, but again, we can't. I don't know a way to do that. Hello, Prismarine, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, sir? I'm doing quite fine this evening. Okay, let's just I just use really big brush size. Yeah, and then I just do circles. I'll focus. Yeah, I'll do both sides. Why not? It's 8 a.m. for me. Why is this heart on the way? Okay, well, whatever. It's 8 a.m. for me since 15 minutes ago. Oh, you woke up 15 minutes ago. Ooh, nice. I woke up at 3 in the morning. Well, technically, I woke up at 5 in the morning. But, you know, I was in bed until 5. So I wasn't really up. Excited to see the Wua update. Ooh, very nice. You tell me if it's good or not. Okay. Now, I want to compare this and this. Because I want to add a little bit more subtlety onto this thing. Okay. This isn't bad. I don't like this gap though. This gap is a little awkward. There you go. Thinking tip taps would work as well. Thanks, nice. I like your animation. Thank you very much. This is gonna be one of the difficult ones because I'm gonna have to animate smoke. Smoke is my greatest enemy. Okay, let's try the tap method that I just invented. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, add a new frame. Hide this as well because I don't really need it. So let's compare. Is there a way I can make shortcuts for below the previous frame? Let me search it up. Clip Studio shortcut for next and previous frame. Surely there's a shortcut for that. You can find what those keys are set to under the animation dropdown. What the hell does that mean? Preferences. Let's go to preferences. Interface, command, touch gestures. It's quite a lot, and I don't. Oh, here we go. Animation. No, does not help. Preference menu. So it's in the preference. I just need to figure that out. So preferences, and then where is it? Animation. Tools. This is very, very annoying. Animation layer frame. How do I do this? Is there? I just found the shortcut setting under file. Okay, so shortcut under file. Let's find that. File, shortcut settings. Oh, there we go, shortcut settings. Found it. Animation. New animation cell. Select previous cell, select next. Ooh, wait, select next cell. I would like to change it to, I guess 2 would be nice. And then 1. Hopefully this is fine. Okay, let's see. Yes, it works, but it's so slow. Holy. All right, we'll live and learn. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna blow this up a little bit. So we go from here. Can't see what I'm doing, but I'm kind of using my fingers to pinpoint where I want it to go. Okay. And this too, we're gonna go put this to the side, blow it up in this direction. There we go. Maybe we'll do like something like this. That'll be fine. Here, this goes over here. This one goes up here. Oops. And we just color this all back. Now this is still mostly the same, so I think I'm okay with doing it like this. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. If we look at it from, you know, far angle, the speed at which it's going up is not that fast, you know. Is that fine? I maybe want to make it a little bit faster, so we're gonna use the lasso tool, select all of this. Whoa, that's a terrible selection. There we go, and then we're gonna transform it. Can I make it so that it is nearest neighbor? And then we're gonna just scale it up a little bit. Okay, is there any way I could like transform that skew distort? Ooh. No. Perspective skew. What skew? Skew is just this, right? Yeah, it's not what I want. Free transform? Oh, I really want like the Photoshop effect where I can just like lattice transform this, you know? It feels better sleeping. Wait, I can't see this properly. Let me just see what you said. Feels better sleeping 7 hours than sleeping 10 hours. Indeed, I have been sleeping my 8 hours and it feels very nice. Oh, hello, Luke. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, sir? This is good enough, I guess. It's not perfect. Right. Back. Okay, and now here's where we start getting weird shapes. Good morning indeed. Add a new layer, and then we just start drawing. Okay, wait, actually, before we start drawing, let's figure out where we want it to go. So this one goes here. This one combines into this thing, so there should be like a plume of smoke going up in the middle here, because they're colliding. Like this. Oh, I forgot I can actually erase now. Wait. Because I can. This adds another like dimension of shape I can use, and it's also, but it looks a little too fiery, you know. If you don't need Photoshop, no. Wait. Oh, if you need Photoshop, yeah, don't worry. I will let you know. I don't think I want to use Photoshop though. It's too much software, and I quite enjoy Clip Studio Paint. It's just, you know, some of these things that should be here are not here. A little bit of that thing I was talking about. Okay, and do this. Let's trace around the thing. Okay. Yep, very nice. I like this. Right, next one. Add another keyframe. And this one is just the whole thing, so oops. Gonna do a bunch of Okay, and once we're done with that, we're gonna just make sure we do this properly. So you notice that we have this shape, right? We have this current shape that's like not covered in the smoke. We're just gonna take this shape and then shrink it. I think that's the correct way to do this. So let's make sure we do this. There's gonna be a big part here, and then there's gonna be a big part here. And then a big part here that goes kind of, because I do remember that it was supposed to go, oops, it's supposed to go like this, right, where it kind of swirls at the center. So we need to make sure we add that as well. So we're just gonna do basic shape blockouts first. And this one kind of pushes it forward here. This one also kind of pushes forward. Okay, that's good. This one is actually arriving at the top, so we don't have too much here. Okay. This one needs to be pushed a little bit further. Okay, now we can add details. Okay. And a little bit here as well, because why not? Okay. And then here. Okay, so here we're gonna swirl it, right? So where is right here? We're gonna swirl it like this. So this part goes here. This part will swirl like this. So we're gonna have like a convection current that goes kind of circular, and then that would mean that there's like a current going here. So this goes there. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's try that out. Can I duplicate this? Oops, did that work? No. Duplicate. No? Right, I'm gonna just copy this and I'm gonna add a new frame and paste it. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, I can use this, can't I? Strength, very strong. Yeah, I can kind of use this, actually. I don't mind using this. This was the thing. Wait, this is the tool I was looking at, actually. Other direction. Twist it. Yeah, look at this, guys. We got it. Let's not make it too strong. Okay, does that work? Not exactly what I'm thinking of, actually. Okay. And that's it, right? So let's figure out how to make this look good now. So we start the animation. Got so laggy, man. Maybe I can improve the Clip Studio. Improve animation playback. It's gotta be a way, right? Let's see. Preferences, animation. Add cell one, link operations, whatever. Nope, there's no way. So I'm just gonna manually do this. Oh, what? I keep on skipping frames, bro. Oh yeah, I have to remove this. Okay, here's an issue. Notice over here, I'm gonna put my cursor there. When we go to the next frame, it stays there. There's no movement happening. That's an issue that we're gonna have to fix. Okay. Do this. Should be fine. And then we keep on going. Just even more movement. Okay, now let's try out the shadows. So first we're gonna do the back. These aren't really shadows, but they're the back. What's it called? The clouds in the back, so they're gonna have a different opacity. Let's max out, and we're just gonna take this color, boom, and then we're gonna reduce the opacity again. For this one specifically, I think we just right here. And you just color everything like this. It's fine. And we go back here. This is we color everything again. It's still like that. Now the one here is slightly different. Oh wait, oh I made a mistake here. This up front. Click here, add a new. Oh, can I not do that? There you go. Okay, here. This one's a little easier because I just need to follow the shape, and I also want to add a bit of smear frames to show that these clouds are actually moving in a certain direction. Okay. This one too, but I'm just gonna use this as a guide. That's a little bit of here. A little bit smaller. Hello, Farida. Well, good morning. How are you doing today? Just gonna add a bit of holes in the middle. Show that there is a little bit of. There we go. Much better. Okay. Okay, now let's try add a little bit of the smears. So I'm just gonna rename some of these folders, right? So we have the base right here. Is there a button I can use to rename this? F2. Whoa, what happened? That was not the button. Okay. Thought I did something wrong there. Anyway, I want to rename this. Can I not rename this in an easy way? I'm making it really difficult to rename. There we go. I'm gonna call this base. I'm gonna call this a shadow, but like underneath. Alright, we're gonna go up top. And add a new layer. Boom. And we're gonna add this as the shadow layer. Shadow. Okay, now I need to find out what the correct color for the shadow is. I would preferably want it to be something in between these two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a gradient tool. Can we change it from foreground to background? How do I do that? There we go. Foreground to background. And then we're just gonna color pick this one in the very middle. Okay, and now, theoretically, if I go paint this, yeah, it's in a really good position. Now, I'm going to use this as a mask. So, lock transparent, lock layer, clip to layer below. There we go. So now we're gonna clip. I want the whole thing to clip. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now we can add these little shadows, corners. Oh, something wrong with my YouTube. We good? We're good. Okay. Weird. Okay. Compare it to the actual one. I'll move you all the way to the top. Okay. So you don't actually have too much of those shadows. You have more of these like outlines that show the direction. And I don't know how to like properly do that. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh, we can always learn. What are we doing right here? So I'm gonna move you number 3, just add another one over here. Okay. Get down. Okay, let's try this out. So I want to add tiny swirls. How much do I need to go? 4 maybe? And then it's visible. Ooh, okay, I can totally see myself using this. So I'm going to start off with just like this. Add little details here and there. The swirl. Okay. We're getting somewhere. There you go. No. That's fine. What I want to know is how do they do this one? How are they doing these? It's just random lines there, and it works really well. But I guess they just define the shape. It's the orientation of the line that matters, right? It's not just the lines. Okay, let's try that out then. This something like this, I guess. Like that. It's kind of working. Yeah, let's use a bigger brush size to do these corners. Go back to 5. Okay, here we're gonna have to make it a little bit bigger. Do this, and then getting better. Slowly. Slowly but surely. My hands are getting a little tired. I'm getting the hang of it slowly. Okay, this one's not it. Okay, let's see how it looks. I'm okay with that. Yeah, this is very, very doable. It's workable. Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay. Whew. Doesn't make it fun doing that. Let's do this. Okay, let's try this out. There way you can like thumbnail size not that way, okay, I just can't see it. Call this original or just render render. Okay. Just gonna use this base. Okay, next one. Okay, and then here, new frame. Oh, how long have I been drawing for? Uh, an hour? An hour. It's starting to hurt. Oh, hello, Kotekia Animations. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Really small. Oh, uh-oh. Let's increase the brush size. Want there to be an obvious direction. here as well. Let's drop it down to 50. There we go. Now we can add like make it look a little bit like smear frames, so they go in this direction. Same thing here. Make it a little messy, it's fine. Okay, and then here, same thing. Ouch. Oh dear. Get all tired here. Didn't have to look perfect. Okay. I think we stop the drawing here and we just import it immediately. See what it looks like. If it looks good, great. If it looks bad, what am I gonna do? We have to leave it because this is really difficult. So 25. Let's end it at 25, and then export it without looking at this, without this as well, because I want it to be transparent background. And then we're going to file, we're going to export as an image sequence. I'm gonna call this part 50 cloud start. And then I'm going to export it to specifically my E drive. Go to Flower Storm, renders, effects class scene 51, new. This is scene 50. Okay, select PNG. 2560, 1080, apply 2D camera effects. I don't have any 2D camera effects, so it's okay. Frame rate is 24. Okay. And I think that's it. So we're going to go back to Blender. Boom. We're back in Blender. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide this for now. To add a image mesh plane, I'm going to go to the location where I have it. Detect image sequence. Blended. Backface culling. Nope, not necessarily. Interpolation. Closest. Extension clip. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Track camera. And import. So we're going to move this up. Scale it. Move closer. Preferably this close. And then scale it to the match, just matches the edge. Okay, go down here, move down. Yeah, this is about close enough, right? And then we're gonna go into the shader, and we're going to do some of the stuff here. So I needed to start at 978. So offset at 978. I go cyclic. It does not work for some reason. There we go. Make it 1,000 frames or something. I don't know. Minus 978. There we go. Okay, now you can see it. I think that's decent. Pretty decent. Let's open it up here. Still can't see anything here, which is a little weird, actually. Oh, it's because I have principal BSDF. Okay, so I'm going to add a transparent BSDF. Add in a... what am I adding in? I'm adding a mix shader. Boom. And then we're going to go alpha here. And bam. No, other way around, sorry. There we go. Haha. And here's the thing, I can now parent this to the camera. Parent to the camera. And then I can make sure the camera has movement. And now we're gonna look like this. It's barely any movement because I haven't added the shake yet. So let's add the shake. Whoa, that shake is kind of weird. Okay, so wrong parent. Parent is to this. There we go. So now when I do this, there we go, now it follows, so perfect. Increase investigation, a tiny bit of... Okay. Okay, and then we need to make it so that it's actually going closer pretty fast. Because she's running in the previous scene. Can I make it vector so it's instantly fast? Yeah, there we go. There we go. When I select this, please. Why can't I? Gizmo's hidden in this view. What do you mean, Gizmo's hidden in this view? Wait, what? Oh, that. Okay, that's why. Bro, why can't I select? That's why. Okay. So, for some reason, this is overlaying. Still annoying. See why it's overlaying. 3D location. Well, I mean, I can always do this. Boop, boop, and okay. Hmm. Where is this? Is getting a little annoying when I do scrubbing. How loud is it for you guys? It's not that loud. It's just really loud for me. Okay, so we're gonna need quite a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna just do it all in the same blend file because it's just a little bit, it's not easier, but it's annoying if I have multiple. And this is supposed to be 51, I think, the next scene, right? Let's go here, 50, still 50, but here it's still 50. Huh? Which one's 51? Oh, that's 51. Okay. Okay, let's hide this. Okay, let's just render this out immediately so we can see how it looks when we combine it with, I think, 995. 995. And this is rendered out. Save and viewport render playlist. Ooh. Oh wait, we had the behind stuff as well. We're gonna remove this down. There we go. That's why I was seeing like a really weird offset. Okay. And then save this. Open 50. 10. Oh, hello Lucas. Hello Blue Cat. Welcome to the stream. Smoke looks lit. Thank you very much. It was extremely annoying to make. Luckily, since we're only doing it for a few seconds, it doesn't matter how bad it looks. Well, it does matter how bad it looks, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm looking for that movie. I think it's this one. Rendered out. Boom, and it's 978. So we're gonna go 978. Boom, and now we can let's check how it looks. I'm scrubbing. It's a little. Okay, whoa, that was really laggy from here. Let me render it out. Okay, there we go. Now it's rendered out. Yeah, all right. That's great. Now you just need to figure out how to do this. Okay, then you switch, and it's gonna be her brother's gonna be here, and then I'm gonna do a quick cut where I change the animation because I don't like this where we just keep on walking forward and then we do this side shot. I don't like that, so I'm gonna make it a different thing. I really like this. So nice. You can see through it. Ooh, I would probably have to add the sparks from her point of view, no? Because we got like the sparks flying around. So I need to add it here as well. Do I need to add it here though? I mean, technically I don't need to, but it's nice if I do, I think. Yeah, it's nice if I do. I'll do that later though. Oh, sorry, is this actually 49? Whoops, G, fit up. That is 49, okay. And this is 50. Interesting. My power has been used, but we keep on going. It's only been it's only been 1 hour and 25 minutes. No, nowhere near my prime. Oh wait, no, remove that. Okay, that's enough dilly dallying. Let's go back in. Can I be cheeky? Wait, what if I become cheeky and do this? Watch this, guys. I'm gonna take it value. Or actually, can I just add a group? Add a new group. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna show you guys a cool tip on how to do video editing in the shader editor. So let me go into the node group, add 2 sockets. Boom. I'm gonna call this one frame. I'm gonna call this one uh, time, right? And then I'm gonna switch them to integers because I like integers. And we're gonna go out. We're gonna give this a hashtag frame, copy it. Obviously, I could have done this myself, but I could have done this in a different way, but I don't want to. Let's go scripted expression minus, and then copy, edit, paste, plus X. I need to rename this as X. And now watch this. How much is this? 978. Let's go 998. And we'll go 20 here. So we have animation. Go here into this and just make sure it's linear. So watch this. Okay, it's going up. Is this correct? I think this should be 1. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then I can, instead of doing, the thing I was doing, I can do this crazy thing where I just reverse the image. That's not cool though. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look that good. Unless I do something like this. Nope. We're gonna have to manually make that. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete this because we're going to replace the grandma with the brother. Also, you make your eyes glow. Multiply Vector. Bam. Oh, it's in the wrong one. Okay, then we're gonna do this. Sure, this is not there. Our eyes will have this is eyes. It's gonna give it a very high multiply value. And make it a bit orange, a bit more orangey, a little bit less blue, a little bit less red as well. Okay, a little bit more orange, and then we're gonna add a little bit of blue just to make it better. Okay. And then this as well, just make it brighter. Can I make it like green? Nah, let's make it this color. Also, am I in AGX? No, I'm in standard, so this is all good. Okay, and here, outliner, please. I'm going to add her brother into the scene. Bad guys, bad guys. Characters, bad guys. Bad guy 1, collection, the whole rig. Oh, he's actually kind of tiny, surprisingly. Surprisingly short. It's a lot of stuff here, Prismarine, but it's okay. We'll check. Oh, we didn't check. We didn't change the materials yet. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this into here. Bup, bup, bow. There we go. And hopefully everything has the same material. We know they don't. Hopefully this will fix everything. Is this mask supposed to be like pitch black? No, it's not. It's supposed to have stuff in it. Oh. What the heck is this? Can I remove that? Yeah, I'm just gonna remove that. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, there we go. Uh, kind of creepy. Move the grandma away. Turn off this. Oop, there we go. Now I can actually see. And we're gonna move this up. Place him in the middle. Oh, what happened here? Oh no. Oh, it's extra. Okay, if it's extra, then we don't need it. That extra thing might have been slightly better actually, but it's okay. Tune shader here. Move his mask to the side. Can I just remove what? Okay, move this to the side and then boom. This as well. What is this? It says eyebrows, I'm assuming. Oh, that's a little annoying. Okay, everything seems fine. He seems very, very bulky. Uh, but I guess that's okay. I think everything is in order. Maybe his shoes are slightly different. Yeah, his shoes are a problem. Again, next time I'm gonna have to make sure if we ever make a collab again, all of these textures are gonna be in one thing, or at least maybe two. That way, it's a little easier to work with. Cool. All right, we're back. We got the mask again. And we just need him to be in the same position as the grandma at approximately the same height, if possible. Yeah, he's approximately the same height. Uh, freaky mask. Head should have the inherent rotation off. Okay, and then the mom is also gone at this point. And then we have to change the lighting. Ah, so much stuff to do, bruh. Right, but if changing the lighting is actually easy because all I need to do is go in here. Still do that. And then I change this to be, there we go. So go linear. So from here, it's this blue tint here. We're gonna make it a sunset, very bright. Mm, oops, let's use this color. It's really bright. Lower this. Why is it so bright by default? They're actually so bright. Huh. Okay, then just because you're so bright, we're gonna lower you a little bit. Lower the brightness a little bit, like this. See, that's on. Okay, lower the saturation. Make it blue, but make it a desaturated blue. So this is like more morning compared to this. And also there's just no light source on your face. So it looks really dark. Do this. Oh, hi. You also have a problem because you are not using the same one. There you go. Much better. Okay, and then also the ground will have a slightly different color. Uh, make it a bit more yellowish. In fact, I can't. I just make you. Wait, back up, back up, back up. There we go. Right. Uh, can I just yoink this color specifically? Yeah, there we go. And then I'll yoink this color next. Make it a little bit brighter. I can barely tell that. Oh, this is the shadows. My bad. Boom. And then we're just gonna change the scale to be very what is it here? There we go. Just so we can have a little bit of the background. Oh my face, my eyes. Object. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. A little bit lower. Yeah, I can live with this. We'll just use this for now. Down. Okay, and then obviously I have to update it so that this is when everyone disappears and reappears. Boom, and then all of you happens here. There you go. Again, where's the thing? There we go. A yellowish tint, or actually orange. Why don't you give it an orange tint? Except you don't get the shade. Okay, pretty good. I'll deal with the actual, like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the animation of this right now. Because there's no point in delaying. Let's just make a really quick overview. Oops. And also, I need to make sure that you guys are parented to this so you don't move at all. Okay, and here we hide this, move it much closer, scale it down like here, I guess. There we go, that's about it. Okay, and then according to the one here, it just moves in this direction. So I can just do a very simple reenactment of that. All right, warm up ready. Or warm up done. Take two colors, this and this. Okay, let's start with the color in the back. Whoa, what was that? There we go. Okay, color in the back, just color everything there. And then, sure, this is 3D location, but I'll move you a little bit forward. And then you go like this. Over here. Okay, 1, 2. Oops. This for move it back like this. Okay, and then this goes with this. Add a bit of here as well. That's a little annoying that it does that, but it's okay. Can do a bit of removal, I think. A little closer so I can actually touch that. Yeah, there we go. Move some of this stuff from the side. Do this. All right, 1, 2. You can start seeing him. 1, 2. And it's gone. 2. There you go. Okay, give me a second. Let me just imagine how the next scene is going to be because I'm not following this. Let me see if I can draw it. Okay, so what I'm expecting here is uh like this sword. Then I don't know what this is. And then we cut to this. And then we're gonna have like a weird, not a weird shot. It's gonna be like a off cam, so like not. It's gonna be a wide shot. So it's gonna be like this, holding the sword, kind of break his thing or whatever, and then this is the camera, right? And then we're gonna see like the impact of that. And he's holding the sword. 1, 2, 3, and then yeah. And then we see a close up. The horns. And then maybe instead of frown, it's gonna be like a, I don't know. The facial expression will be work in progress. And we see like the sword right here. It's gonna be point of view. So we can do like the sword here, and then we're gonna have him hold the sword. And she's pushing the sword down. And then we're gonna switch POVs. Gonna be this guy. Maybe we can have his eyes go like this instead of, we can have his eyes cut off like this just to show a bit more emotion, right? And he's sweating because he's he's getting hit with a sword. And this is a sword. And then right before, we're gonna have this staff thing appear once more. Gonna have it jingle. Ding 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 ding. And then sword kind of just not the sword, sorry, the sword doesn't crumble. The sword gets flicked. His mask. How do I draw the mask like this? Descend it. There we go. Mask. Tick, 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 tick. Bricks. Oh, hello, entertainer. Uh, you should go back to class. Don't watch the stream. Focus on class, sir. Thanks for stopping by, though. So hope you have a good class. Right, and then sword gets flung away, and she's like, "Oh no." Okay, and then gonna have a situation where she's at the ground, and he's like getting up. Two, three. Okay, I don't know how to make a perfect circle. Just like kind of confused. Okay, I think that should be enough for the storyboard because I can do the rest myself. All right. Let's see. So I still have Suna, I think, right? Yes, I should still have Suna here. She is still in the file. Let me just find out where she is. Oh, okay, yeah, nope, nope, wrong one. Yeah. Oh my God, she's tiny. Where the hell? What? Were you always that small? Huh. I don't remember making you that small. But anyway, you're gonna size you back up because you're gonna go back into action. Okay, according to me, my stuff, she appears in this frame. So let's make it so that she does. You rotate 180. Oops, where is this? Review 180. Okay, and we're just gonna animate her running up to the thing. And also, we're gonna have to change her thing so that it's this color. Because we're no longer in the darkness. Boom. And we'll move this so it's back to full. That'll be yellow. Orange, I guess. And are we... It's too dark right now. Obviously, because I can't see her. Okay, let's just prepare the thing. Okay. Sufficiently angry. 180. rotate this so that it is okay. Just gonna go like this. Remove the cape because the cape is currently useless. And we're just gonna move you closer instead of larger. And we want to see her face, so we focus on her face. The bottom does not really matter, so we're just gonna, reset it to its general position, move it down so it's not blocking anything. Do I want to change the FOV? I think I might, honestly. Also move you down because I only want to work with this. I want to work with you as the thingamabob. There we go. I definitely will increase the FOV here. Definitely will. Or sorry, is it decrease the FOV? I think it's decrease the FOV, yeah. Decrease the FOV so that we have a much more dynamic angle. Move it closer. Yeah, there we go. A little closer as well. Where's this? Move it up. Yeah, that's a good angle. So we're going to use this angle. Since she's running towards the camera, we're going to move her first frame here. 1, 2, 3. Closer. I can almost increase the size, but I'm not. Kind of don't want to do that. Also, the hair is a little weird. Let me fix the hair. Just add a bit of hair pose here, so I don't have to do it later. And it's going to be in the middle of a running pose. So we're going to do this. I want to bend her forward a little bit more. Or maybe I just move her legs backwards. I mean, I think one of the legs can be up. The red one specifically can be up. Kind of. So you can see that she's in a running position. Oh, it's technically the green one has to be up, not the red one. Because the red one has to be forward. But you can't see that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 1, 2. Okay. It's down. Okay, this is too fast, I think. Let's add another 3D view so I can check this from the side. Is this backwards? Also, I want to change the ground as well to be a bit more dynamic of this. So we up, legs outstretched. 1, 2, 3. You spin her body a little bit. So closer down. And then the sword. Duplicate. Move it like this. Boom. This one. Keep transformation. We manage it to this one. Boom. Move it back, and you see it's nowhere to be found. That's a little annoying. You have a constraint on you? You don't. Keep transformation I, and then delete, and then parent it like this. Oh, welcome back, Prismarine. Glad you enjoyed the update. Rotate a little bit like this, okay, and then put one here, 30 cursor, and we're gonna add a chip key where we just do a little bit of this. We do sharp first, and also we need to make it so that it's ugly at the edge. Okay, and we go rotate it. Once you're done, we go switch it to random, and then we select a few points in the middle. Make it a little bit smaller, and we do subdivide. Put a lot more here. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Of course, I could have just done it manually, but you know, what's the fun in that? Like my phone for some reason has the wait. No, what if I go into landscape mode? Then maybe I can see your chats properly. There we go. Lucy's already on my account. Nice, nice. Happy for you. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Do this. Okay, you should not exist yet. Size 0. Hmm. Something's wrong here, and I don't know what. So let's go and think about this. My first guess is that we don't have enough in-between keyframes. Right, that's the only thing I can think of. So instead of adding more in-between keyframes, because we can't, I'm going to skip, not skip, but I'm gonna just make it so that it's much more obvious that she's trying to draw her sword. And I'm going to do this. And I think it's also just a thing with the music. So we'll do it earlier. Okay, before this one too, we need another frame. So right here, we should be going up like this, and then preparing for the strike. You guys gotta go back. Mm, 1, 2, then it's hits this thing. Make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. Yeah, put her foot up. I think that's a great idea. And this has to be a little bit closer. There's also just a lot of rigs here, so I think I might just remove some of them. So the only one we care about is these two, so remove this as well. Maybe I should make it so that she has more grapple time. Also, I'm just gonna add a ground plane here. Shader. I don't just use you then. Okay, so where are you? Changing this again so that set this to 1, set this to a really small number. Actually, make this, yeah, set this to a really small number. Set this to a large number. Change this position. Yeah. Whoa, why are you moving kind of weird here? Already too much. Hmm. Stay here. And I still need to slow it down. Needs to go even slower. You need to start moving more. Also, the shaking is very rapid, I would say. You know, lower the shaking of this one specifically, the handy camera. Actually, is it you? Increase the scale. Oops, stop one. Increase the scale. Decrease the speed. Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea, guys. See, this is pretty monotone because she's just approaching in this direction. Right? She's just approaching in this direction. What if we swerve her like this? So she goes like this, and then she jumps up, and then she goes like this, right? Like this. That's a little bit more interesting, no? Try that out. Pretty easy to change. All we need to do is make sure that she's looking like this. This is why I love Root animation. Root animation is so nice. 1, 2. Okay, here. Remember, she's going here, so I'm assuming she's gonna be around this position, give or take. A little bit bigger. Outwards, so that we have a really nice and easy to see motion. And then also makes it so that it's a little bit more obvious that she's grabbing her sword because we can actually see that action now. Bit bigger. Okay, and then here, what I don't like is her pose. This is not angled correctly. Okay, right foot is here, keep it there. Left foot, however, goes forward. And the angle is a little too strong, I would say. Turn off this, there we go. And also we could use a in-between frame here, where we do a little bit of this. But if you twist a bit with this, move a bit back, because you're not ready to go. We trail already. Much better. Okay. Let me do this. So now she's swinging like this. Oh, that's so good. Okay. And then because of this in between, we've actually added a bit more frames, so we can move these apart a little more. Again, a little strong. So I'm gonna move you like this. This too, a little strong. Okay, and then make sure this is that. And then also, because we have that, we have a new angle where we can rotate this like this instead. Okay, so 1, 2, we switch the camera to another angle. Also, I want to make sure this gets sent back full position. Now we're going to do more Z9 or Z90. Move it here. We're going to reposition this to be like this. Close this one in. Okay, the brother will now go like this. Oh, now we have a much better angle of the sword. Okay. And then the arms have to go into the same position as last time. I can't see shit because of the clipping. She needs to reposition this a little bit like this so that now when it goes down like here, yep, oops, yep, we can move it like this. And then we'll have smear frames going this direction, so which is much better. Oh, hello, Mati. Welcome to the stream. We're currently doing some animations for a collaboration project with the Mimickers group. We're going to be recreating Flower Storm, which is the one you see on the right side here. Okay, I have a small idea because I think this is a little too early. It's too early to have that pose. So we're going to make it into this pose instead. And also, if we look back, the foot is supposed to be here. It is not exactly pointed in that direction, so we have to move this so it's pointed there. Okay, and then this will give a feeling of her floating. Should be fine. Maybe. Mhm. Did the camera move that? Oh, constant. Oh, wait, are you being problematic? Constant. No, you're still okay. There's still this we oh, it's because of the investigation. Okay, that's that I can live with that. Okay, add a little bit of slide here. So that we can do this. Because we no longer see the ground, we can do this. This is a little annoying, so I'm gonna try and remove so I can only see this, and then also wait there. Wait, in fact, actually, here. All right, let's add the other characters in, just so we can see how everything looks together. Boom, boom. Okay, let's do this one, which is a little bit more natural. So why are you are not completely straight, which is really annoying. Yeah, so if you're not straight, then I'm not going to use you. It's just how it is. And for some reason, you guys are not on the ground. So I'm gonna put you on the ground. You guys are going on the ground too. You're also. Are you tilted? Not really. I guess it's fine. All right, and then we're just gonna pose this uh as so. Edie, look down. Her jacket's in the way, so I'm just gonna remove that for now. Edie. You know that her right leg is up forward. So she's gonna have to pose like this a little, almost like this. Okay, two, and then position wise it doesn't matter where I say. Closer is better though. And also you're the same size, which is not good, so makes slightly smaller. And then have him be ready. He's expecting it. Two. I have all of this stuff, which I will do later. Honestly, we'll just work with this for now. Hmm. Why is there so little audience? Well, I've been gone for 8 months, so I'd expect it'll take a while for me to get back up to the usual amount of people. And also, it's early in the morning for most people, right? And it's a Monday, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Monday, so everyone's going to school. If you guys still have school, that is. Right, and then your leg goes off. Did Prismarine? Yes, he did. Okay, nice. I don't want to use those. Visibility turn off. Wait, why can't I rotate this? Well, we're not going to use that. We're going to use this. Kick him down. Okay, this is not very effective, so we're going to do this instead. And also, because you're getting kicked so hard, you're going to have to go down a little bit faster than that. Then arms out to block with the sword. Oops. Make the sword a little smaller so we can actually see that. hide these guys because they're not currently too important. Uh, as for this, guess I'll do it like this. I'll do the finger animation later. Yep. Hello, Oriagi Yellow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I just realized, give me this, please, because I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, it's just that I didn't do it properly. You're pretty late, aren't you? Boom. There you go. Oh, hello, Blue. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Sad that I can't stay for long. Don't worry, I'll be streaming quite often, so you can always catch me up later. Sadly, I can only stream at this time though, because that's when my sister goes to school, and I don't have my own room currently, so I have to stream from my sister's room. Okay, let's continue with this. Two, and then straight to the ground. Same here. Where did it shoot? There it is. The other shoe. There it is. Uh, how many years have you been using a Blender to achieve such mastery? I have been using Blender for almost nine years now, I think. 2026, it should be 9 years. I've been using it for quite a long time. Okay, and then I guess the positioning needs to be better. So we're gonna go like this. I also would like to change the FOV because the FOV is wrong. It's for the previous scene. This one, I just wanted a default 50 would be nice. Or I can actually do this, it's fine. A little bit farther, I guess. Oh, it's so bright. Give you the same material as this, and then duplicate it, and then remove this. Oops. Yeah, remove this, put this here. There's not, so it's not that bright. And I think we're gonna reposition this. Well, good luck with your stream. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you have a great rest of your day. How's it here? Oh, I kind of want to do this. Like, she's kind of bouncing, but oh, it's gonna be so difficult. Then hey, that's why I'm an animator. I do the difficult shit. And it also gives me a chance to reset. Uh, should I move it closer to, yeah, this position? Nah. Hmm. Hmm. Can I, oops, use the compositor for a bit? I would like to blur the image at approximately this moment. 2, 3. Right, and that is for the quote unquote shake. Because I can add a little bit of shake here using the handycam run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Vector. This. And I honestly should, whoa. There you go. I should probably just move it really far down. Okay, maybe not that strong. Just a little bit of blur here, just a little bit. When he's out, we turn on the blur. Right. How did you do this blur? I'm thinking of trying to blend it for the first time. Do you have any tips? Uh, okay, Donut tutorial is really good to show you what you can do with Blender. But you can also do, I forgot his name, but I think it's the Duck Cow. He has a tutorial on it's an old Blender version, but it's it's still the same, right? So you can use the Duck Cow's 1 minute tutorials to find out how to do Minecraft and stuff. And how do I do this blur? Well, first of all, you're gonna go here and you're gonna enable compositor always, and then you're gonna go to the compositor, and then you're going to add a blur node. Once you add the blur node, you connect your image from render layers to the blur node, and then you connect the output to your group output. And then you just slide these, and you can get this blur here. Note that it only works in either material view or in rendered view. It does not work in this view. So yeah, it does not work in this view. It'll only work in these two. Now back to what I was doing. Okay. The shake is not very good, so I'm actually gonna remove the shake. I'm not a big fan of it. Because she doesn't actually move that fast. And also her legs are not completely outstretched, so I'm gonna just stretch it out so it looks much stronger once he actually kicks him down. And because it's blurring, we don't actually need to be very accurate with the pose. And okay, I might as well just do a bit of animation here. Oops, unhide this. Shift these guys, and then turn simplify off so we can have that back as well. And I have to think about what kind of animation to do here. It's a simple, maybe a simple look to the side, or look to the camera technically. Hmm. Oh, hello, Scarcalls. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Suppose Okay. Turn off the. Oh, actually, can I just? Is this make it? How much faster does this make it? Okay, not very much faster. Let me turn off this and this. It should be more faster now. Still 15. It's can I go? It's much laggier than I expected. I thought it was this is a little more laggy than I designed. I mean, then again, this was my old rig. Okay. Change it again. This time ground level. But we're going to be looking at the sky. You can see a little bit of the ground. And we're going to work with this guy first. Round one. This one. There you go. I'm never going to need to use these, so I might as well turn it off. And turn this off as well because I did that. Okay. And in this one specifically, I kind of want to just copy the one here, right? So I'm going to switch this to this. Okay, I'm going to duplicate, move this down because this is the original. And here's the other one. And we're going to use this as a reference like this. Cool. So, right, we're just going to make it the exact same because it's just so much easier that way. Okay, so let's start off by positioning this next to the root because I'm going to do root animation. Boom. All right, we're going to start off with just the general positioning of the two. So 1, 2. It's about like halfway through the screen. Uh, okay, 1, 2, and then hits the ground. Oh, okay, but the problem is their ground is a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, this 1, 2 stays on the ground because she pushes her down, and then they bounce. So it bounces up a little. 1, 2, 3. It's down a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Then he goes all the way down. 2, 3, and then the root animation stops here. And yeah, that's about it. And then we do Suno's root animation. Let's just go in this mode. A little bit smaller. 1, 2. 1, 2. Forward. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up. 1, 2, 3. Forward a bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then everything else is just that right. Whoa, what happened here? Why did you guys move? Switch. There we go. Huh? Oh, are you serious? What's wrong here? What did you do? Delete this. What if I do this first and then delete this? There we go. Oh my god, this is gonna be so annoying. Okay, how long has it been? It's been almost 3 hours. Third one, I think I'll do it for 30 more minutes and then I'll stop. Because I've got other things to do today. Okay, let's do the actual animation now. A little bit up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. Alright. It's good on this. Now let's do this next. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 3. Okay, next is, what is this? I don't care. I'm deleting it. You are not important. Wrong one. This one. I'm gonna hide this actually. Now I have more space. Hide, 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 hide. Keep this because it's a little important. Okay, and ooh, okay, I have to move you to the side of it. Make sure all of that is accounted for. Not this one, this one, this one. Okay. Let's delete all of this. There we go. Okay, now I kind of need this back. Okay. And goddamn, there's so much stuff here, man. Let me just remove your arms, honestly. There we go. Now I have, and your helmet too. So we're just working with this. And her jacket. Okay. So according to this, she stops holding her sword with both hands because one of them is grabbing his face. Whoa. I'm gonna lag you. Let me save this before it crashes or something. Okay, like this. So we have one grabbing his mask. And then the sword hand kind of just goes like this. I could probably steal this one. Twist this a little bit. Hide her hair as well because that's a little annoying. Reset the position of her hair as well, so we know exactly where we're getting our stuff. Go. And then move these back here. I have to change this from my side because my side is not the exact same. That's way too fast. Not the cloak. Extra mechanisms. So, oh, there we are. Why are you problematic like that? There we go. Now it's much better. Okay. Notice that I stopped talking for a while. Getting too locked in. Right. Alt F so we can see everything now. Or Alt H actually. Okay, and now we can finally animate the arms. And for the arms in this specific scenario, I want to be using FK. So here, we're going to switch to the FK rig. Okay, And this is much easier to control for the purpose of uh grabbing things. Oops. What happened here? That is correct, right? I'm hoping that's correct. I don't know exactly know what I did there, but goes down. Uh, just need to hide this because it's too annoying. Oh my goodness, there's way too much damn bones in here. Can I remove the fingers? Arms. Do I have fingers? Yes, I do have a fingers bone. Remove. And the wrist too, because that's just too much shit. There we go, much better. So now I just need to worry about this. 1, 2, 3. Three. Boom. We have him hold it like this. So where are you aiming? There we go. Oh my goodness. What time is it now? Hmm. It's 11:36. I think that is more than enough. It's been a 3-hour stream. Whew. And I did pretty good progress. Made I did the smoke, and then I added this whole sequence. I think that's a job well done. So I think I'll call it a day for here, and I will probably continue tomorrow. So for anybody who's left, thank you very much for joining me till the end. I'll be ending the stream here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye bye.